Sorry, it got cut. um, yeah. Whatever it is, the data type, it will be saving in the character only. Okay, to convert that character type into other data types like integer or double or string or whatever it is, we need to use, we have some functions to convert it. This is the function. Okay, if integer means this integer is the class name, and parseInt is the function used by the integer class to convert the data, that is the character read by the input stream reader. Okay, again I say integer is the class, that is of integer class. If you want to convert into a double, means you will be having a double dot parse double in dot readline you will be having. Okay, this in dot readline is a function to read the data from the buffer. See, this in is the object of buffer reader, so we are using this object to call a readline method from the buffered reader class. Okay, this readline is a method in the buffered reader class which helps you to take the input from the buffered reader, because we are going to save the information, that is your alphabets or everything in your buffered reader, and for saving it in a variable, and then only you can use it, right? Anyway, for what you are saving the data to use it, so use it, what we have to do, we have to again take it from the buffer reader, put it in some variables, and then only we can do some operations on that values, right? So that we are using this readline function to take the data from the buffered reader. So this is a this is a statement to read the data from the buffered class. Once again I say, in is the object of the buffered reader class, and this readline is a method of the buffered reader class to read the, that is take the input from the user. Okay, and this input will be in the character form. So to convert this input in character form to the integer form, because number is going to be your integer, so to convert this to a integer form, we are giving integer dot parseInt. Okay, integer is a class, and this parseInt belongs to the integer class method. Okay, this is a method belongs to the integer class which converts the character into a integer. So similarly, same thing we are using it. So whatever the user has entered, that input will be saved in n and m. So now we have the total number of students and total number of girls in the class. Okay, so now we need the number of boys, then only we can find the percentage of girls and boys. Okay, so what we have to do is total number of students minus girls will give you the number of boys. So we are getting the number of boys in B, and percentage of B is B by n into W, n into 100. That is, you all know to find the percentage, right? The number of boys divided by the total number of class into 100 gives you the percentage of that particular thing. So anyway, you will be finding the percentage like this. And why we have given double here is this is your typecasting. Okay, you are typecasting it explicitly, because these both, that is B, N, M, these all are what? Integer. Okay, so to find, if you just give it as percentage is equal to B by N into 100, it will be saving your value in the integer only. Okay, if you have it in fraction also, it will just convert it into a nearby whole number, and it will be saving it like that. To avoid that, we are converting it into a double and saving it, otherwise it may show a mismatch also. Okay, that's the reason we are typecasting it using this double. Then system.out.println number of percentage of boys is equal to this variable, because this calculation is going to be done and the values be saved in this variable. So this gives you the percentage of boys. Percentage of boys, the value will be displayed, and percentage of girls, the value will be displayed. Okay, now we will see the compilation part. The compilation part is same. You are going to open the project and type the program. Then as usual the same thing you are going to compile. Then comes your method call. In function argument we will be entering the values in the method call itself, then only the function argument value will be passed. But here it is not going to be done like that. Okay, in your method call you have to just leave it blank and give OK. If you give OK, it will take you to the output screen like this. Okay, the terminal window, this is your output screen. It will be taking you here, and it will be asking you to enter the number of students and girls. Once you enter, the percentage of boys and percentage of girls will be displayed. Okay, so this is the procedure. Once again I'll say compilation is the same process you are going to done, but in function argument you will be giving the data in the method call. But in this input stream reader class you are not going to give any data in the method call, because whatever data you give in this method call, it will be going to your main argument, that is void main functions argument. It will be going and storing, but you doesn't need this. Okay, so if you leave it blank and give OK, it will take you to the terminal window and you will be getting this output. Then you have to enter the data and you will be getting the output. Okay, we will see the second program now. Second program is write a program in Java to accept the diagonal of a square. Okay, we are getting the diagonal of a square as a input, and we need to find the area and perimeter by using the input stream. Okay, the input method we are using is input stream. Again same, the import java.io should be there to use in order to use the input stream reader class. Then public class square is your class name, and this is your main function declaration. So whenever you use this input stream reader, you will be using this IO exception also. Okay, in order to avoid some unwanted errors, you will be using this IO exception also. And again, input stream reader is a class name, and you are declaring a object read for the input reader class. This is your object, and new operator is this is your syntax. You have to create the object, you have to use this new operator. Then the input stream reader class, again system.in. System.in is to read the data from the keyboard, and whatever you read it, you are going to save it in the buffered reader, and the buffered reader object is in. And again this is a new operator to create the object for buffer reader class. And this read, that is whatever object name you use create in the input stream reader class, that object should be given here, because whatever this input stream reader is going to read, that data is only going to be buffered in this buffered reader class. So you have to give whatever the object you create here, that name should be given here. Then this is your variable declaration, double A is for your square side, and this is your diagonal. P is perimeter, AR is your area of your square. Then you are going system.out.println. In this you are giving enter the diagonal of a square, that is you are asking the user to enter the diagonal of a square. And see here, the diagonal of the square you are converting it into a double. Okay, in last program we saw it as an integer, but here we are converting it as a double. So we are using the class double dot parse double. Okay, can you see the difference? It's going to be the same, but only the data type is going to be changed. Okay, this is your double class name dot usually how you call the methods of, that is the functions inside your class, is using the dot operator. We already saw that, no? So double dot parse double, this method call will convert this read data, that is your data which you are going to read it from the buffer reader is going to be a character. So you are converting it into the double using this class and method. And n is your buffer reader object, and read line is your function inside the buffer reader class to accept the data from the user and give it here. Okay, for that only this n dot read line is there. Then so in D you are getting the diagonal value here, and A is equal to, so now we are going to find the side of a square, because with the side of the square only we can find the area and the perimeter. Okay, so we are going to find the side of a square. The side of a square formula is d by, that is diagonal by square root of 2. Okay, so side of the square is diagonal divided by square root of 2, and in your computer we cannot use the square root like this. Okay, to use this square root we need this math dot square root. Okay, math dot square root, whatever value you give inside, that value, the square root for that value will be found. Okay, so the square root of this 2 will be found and will be d will be divided by, that is your diagonal value will be divided by that value, and so you will be getting the side now. And area of the square is a square, that is a into a. So a into a will be a value will be there, and you are going to multiply it, that is your then you can find the area of the square. Then perimeter is equal to 4a, so 4 into the value a you found, no, again that is going to be substituted here and you are going to find the value. So to print these area and perimeter, system.out.println, the area is equal to plus AR, and see here we are using it in using the print ln. Okay, not the print. If you use the print means it will be displayed next to next. We are using the print ln so that it will be in the next line. Okay, so now we will see the program 3. Program 3 is to accept the number of days and display it after converting into number of years, months and days. Okay, we are going to get some certain number of total number of days and we are going to convert it how many years, months and days are present in that numeric value. So again we are using the Inputstreamreader class, so we have to import java.io public class days. This is your class name and this is your main function declaration, and this is your variable declaration a, b, c, y and d. Okay, so in a you are going to store the data, that is the number what we are going to take it, and b is going to be your temporary variable. Then we are going to year and days, like that we are going to display it. Okay, and again the same things, Inputstreamreader is a class name, then this is the object for this class, and new is the operator to create, and system.in is used to read the data from your keyboard, and this streaming data will be stored in the temporary buffered reader class, and for this we need to access the data from this buffered reader class, we need an object, and this is your object declaration here, and from this Inputstreamreader only we are going to access the data, so that object need to be given here. Okay, then system.out.println, enter the number of days. We are asking the user to enter the number of days and we are storing it in the variable a. So this number of days is obviously going to be on integer, it cannot be on double or a float, it is an whole number, it cannot be on fractional number, right? So we are converting it into a integer, so whatever is saved in the buffer reader will be in the character form, that will be taken by using this object and the readline method of the buffered class, and again this data will be converted to a integer value using the integer class and the parseInt function. Okay, function of this integer class. So a will be having the total number of days user has given, then y is equal to a divided by 365. Okay, wait, I will show this with the example. Suppose we have a, see here, suppose we have a number, keep it as 500. Okay, so what here they have given is y is equal to a divided by 365. So in a only you have 500, so y is equal to a divided by 365. 36 divided by 365, this is to find how many years are present in this days. Okay, so this gives you only 1, so you will be getting some reminder, right? Here it will be 4 borrowed, 9 and 10, so 5, 3 and 1. 135 days are remaining. So this is your remainder. Okay, but in y what value will be stored? 1. Okay, so this is your 1 year. Okay, 1 year, and b is going to be, b is equal to a mod 65. Okay, a mod 65 means what this mod does is it stores the remainder in this variable. Okay, a mod, whatever number is, it will divide, and whatever is the remainder will be saved in this variable. So b will be having 135. Okay, b will be having 135 in it. Then what is that? C is equal to b divided by 30. So c is going to display your month. Okay, to find the month, what we do? The number divided by 30 gives you the number of months. So 135. B value is what? The remainder of this 135 divided by 30. So how many times it goes? 4 times. 120 you will be having, and you will be having 15 as the remainder. So you will be getting C is equal to 4 months. Okay, so Y is equal to 1. So 1 year, 4 months, and remainder, this remainder is gives the number of days. Okay, this is your number of days. So in D what we do is B mod 30. Okay, in C, B divided by 30 we gave, the quotient will be in your C, that is 4. Here we are given D, we are giving B mod 30. B mod 30 means what is this? Remainder 15 will be saved in your days. So the final output will be 1 year, 4 months and 15 days. Okay, this will be your final output. So this is your program to find the year, number of year and month and days. Okay, so this is the thing to how we find the number of years and everything using the operators. And see, finally you are going to display system.out.println, the number of years is going to be plus y, because in y we have stored the year, and in C we have the months, and in D we have the number of days left. Okay, then we have, in your book you are having another program. Okay, in that program they have given a person's salary, and in that salary the PF is 12% of that salary, and that person is using 20% and 20% of that remaining salary, that is the PF is gone. No, after that the remaining salary is used for the education, and the remaining, from the remaining salary 10% is used as your rent. Okay, that person is using that rent. So to find this we are going to write the program, and the same declaration, everything is going to be your same. Okay, like how we declared here, first the import java.io is going to be there, and your class name will be there, and the main function will be declared, and same thing is going to be there. Then the Inputstreamreader class and the buffer class, everything will be declared, and then your variable declarations, what variable you are using here? Salary, PF, remaining salary, education and rent. These variables will be declared in your variable declaration. Then you will be system.out.println, in that you will be asking the user to enter the salary. Okay, so once the user has entered the salary, again your salary is going to be in the whole number, so you are converting it into the integer and saving it in the salary. So now we need to find the PF. So PF is equal to PF is 12% of the salary. Okay, that person's salary, 12% of that salary gives you the PF. So what we are going to do, we are going to find the 12% of the salary. So salary into 12 divided by 100 gives you the salary. Okay, that is your PF. And next what they have said is, from the remaining salary, that is once the PF is calculated, and after that the PF will be taken by the company itself. So from that remaining salary is going to use 20% for education and 10% for rent. So to find the remaining salary, what we have to do, salary minus the found PF. So salary minus PF will give you the remaining salary what he will be having in the hand, and in that we are going to find how much of amount he has been spending for education. So they have said that it is 20%. So the remaining salary into 20 by 100 gives you the remaining that is 20% of that salary which is used for your education. Okay, see, for example, suppose the remaining salary he is having 10,000 rupees, we will consider. Okay, for example I am saying, and so per 10,000 into 20 by 100 gives you the, into 20 by 100 gives you, yes, 20% only gives you the rupees used for education. Okay, so once we cut this, you will be getting what, 2,000 rupees. So 2,000 rupees is used for your education, and 10%, so 10,000 into 10 by 100 gives you 1,000 rupees for his rent. Okay, this is for the example I am saying. So that calculation only we have done here, and system.out.println we have to print whatever we calculated, we are going to print it there with this, using this variables. Okay, that's all for your input stream reader class sample programs. If you have any doubt, you can ping me.